City 102.5 Morning Show. A good morning to Chuck from Gaming Nexus. How are you?
Good, yourself?
Very well. This is the weekly gaming report that presented by Comic Town, comic books, and more. We're going to, at least in my opinion, save the best for last, I think.
I think so.
What do we got first this week, Chuck?
Up first, we have Orcs Must Die 2 for the PC. Ed, you're never going to guess what you do in this game.
Let me think. Something about orcs.
Yes.
Do we kill them?
Quite a few of them.
Huh.
Now, this is an interesting game. The first game came out last year and was a twist on the tower or defense genre. Mm-hmm. And so in those games, basically, you're defending some kind of fortress against incoming waves of enemies, and you set up traps and things like that to stop them. Okay. In this case, obviously, it's orcs. The twist was that you had this third-person game, so you went out and actually could fight them personally. So you had a weapon you could use, you cast spells, all kind of stuff, and you level up as you progress.
It kind of sounds like a super enhanced modern Galaga.
Nowhere
at all?
Close to that, no.
Well, maybe I just have Galaga on my mind.
Yep. Anyway, so the sequel does everything you want in a sequel. So they added more levels, more powers, but the biggest addition is they added co-ops. You and a buddy can play together. So it's a different character completely. So you're going to have to balance your skills out and play together. It's a really cool game. Early reviews have been really positive. And it's only $20 for the PC. So very value friendly.
And when you can play with a friend, can you obviously you team up with them? Is there any way you can go against them at all, or is it?
No, this is totally. We're not going to screw with the other guy.
Oh well.
Yeah, there are other games you can do that in, but this is definitely kind of be a positive co-op experience.
Co-op, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So, up next we have Deadlight, which is coming out for the Xbox 360 this week. And Deadlight is another one of these zombie apocalypse games, but there's a bit of a twist. So this takes place in a pre-Nirvana Seattle, so it's like 1986. And you play a park ranger who's kind of separated his family during this invasion. Mm-hmm. Now, they're not called zombies, they're called shadows for some reason. But the real kind of hook for this game is that instead of being kind of a third-person or a first-person shooter, this is a 2D side-scrolling game. So you're basically you're dealing with two dimensions here. It's kind of a little different.
Okay.
But it's got this really cool art style. It's very dark, but it's rotoscoped. It's got this beautiful animation. So the game looks really different, and it plays differently. So you're not going to be shooting and killing and things like that. Most of the time, you want to avoid conflict because you're not really powerful weapons.
Okay.
So it's a bit of a twist there. Review scores on this one have been kind of all over the board. A lot of people are kind of complaining about the voice acting and some of the writing, but say that the action is really good. So I would at least try the demo on this one before making a judgment. It's one of those different strokes for different folks kind of things.
The 2D thing has gotten good reviews, though? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really smooth.
And they're called shadows?
Yeah, not zombies. Some kind of plague, it's just one of those things.
Yes.
So we don't want to be zombies. We're going to rebrand our zombies as shadows.
Nothing wrong with a little rebranding.
Exactly. And finally this week we have Political Machine 2012, which is coming out for the PC. Now, if you ever want to run your own presidential campaign without having to kiss any babies or spend any of the millions in your personal fortune, this is the game you want to get.
Well, I do have several millions in my in my saving account, but I didn't want to spend it to run for public office.
Is it offshore or onshore?
Oh, offshore, of course.
Completely, yeah.
Cayman Islands? Yeah.
I guess, like that, and some Swedish bank account. I can hook it with my guy.
Perfect.
Yeah. Anyway, so the game allows you to either use an existing candidate like Barack Obama, Mitt Romney, Rick Santorum, Ron Paul, or Newt Gingrich, or you can roll your own.
So you can create yourself as a politician.
Exactly.
Do you only run for president, or can you start out, it's State Senator Francis, and then you work your way up, or is it just a presidential?
Just a presidential campaign.
Okay.
And you basically go on, you can either pick your own moral values or things that you believe in, or the things that will allow you to get elected, right?
In theory,
yeah. So you do things like fundraising and political, and place your advertisements on markets, things like that. So if you want to bury Ohio in really horrible negative advertising, you can totally do that.
Is there, I've got my fingers crossed here, is there like political scandal that can come about?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think they're trying to kind of keep it on the level. So there are no Gary Hart kind of, people on the wings. But it looks kind of cartoony, which might put some people off. But there's a really deep simulation of the game. And the game has actually kind of done a pretty good job of predicting the last couple of elections. The best part about it, only $10.
$10.
And it's a fantastic game, really worth your money. They've been doing this for like the last 3 or 4 elections, and they've always had really good results.
Have they they get the winner right every time?
Pretty close, I think.
Do they have somebody out for this year yet? Because I can just ignore the next 4 months and just know now what's happening.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think they predicted it yet. So buy the game and find out. You can run the simulation yourself.
Yeah, but see, I'm not running for office in the real world. I would definitely create myself and Yeah, I'd give it a shot.
Yeah.
But, and this is available for the PC,
Yep.
correct?
You can go out to Steam and get it, or starlock.com.
Available now?
Yep.
Can't wait. Hey, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Again, Chuck from Gaming Nexus with the Weekly Gaming Report. That's presented by Comic Town, comic books, and more. Take care.